Hello there, Libra. Welcome to DragonTaleTarot. My name is Ariel, and this is your overall monthly astrology and tarot reading for October 2020. First, a big happy birthday to all my Libras out there who have either already celebrated a birthday or will be in the coming month ahead. So, very excited always to have you with me. Always wonderful to welcome you back to the channel. Big welcome to my new and returning subscribers. And for those of you who have not yet done so, I always invite you to hit that subscribe button, join the Dragon family. Also give it that dragon claw up by clicking the like button and let me know that you enjoy this content. So Libra, as always, first few quick notes about the reading before we get started, that this is a general reading. It's not going to resonate with every Libra out there, so take what makes sense to you and leave the rest behind. This will mostly be resonating with Libra's Sun, Moon, Venus, and rising signs, so do check the placements of your personal natal chart. You can easily go on Google, search an astrology site, up and just say, calculate natal chart, and you'll easily find, your information and birth details. And that way you can get even more information out of these readings. And all of our Libra cross watchers are welcome to join us as well. If you're interested in a personal reading with me, would like any information on the card decks that I use in my sessions, or would like to leave a donation for the channel, all of those links and information are down below in the description box. So Libra, let's get started by taking a few moments to look at a bit of the astrology for this month ahead for October, So here it is. This is our chart with all my notes on the top. What I want to point out for you first, there's going to be a few things. Besides the sun moving through your sign right now. That will be with us until October 22nd. That's when it will move out of Libra and into Scorpio. We have a blue moon this month, Libra. So what that means is we get 2 full moons within the same month. And so we start October 1st with the full moon in Aries. That is definitely that energy bouncing back and forth from Libra to Aries. Those are your polarities. So we start out with that full moon, and then we end on Halloween Day with a full moon in Taurus, and that is our blue moon wrapping up our month. So the other things that I'm going to point out for you is the new moon energy. That will start on Friday the 16th. After the full moon, it wanes and wanes and wanes, and then it starts its new moon cycle, and that will happen Friday, which is your day. That's a Venus ruled day, and it is in your sign. So that new moon in Libra will be on the 16th. That's going to be a wonderful, energizing new moon for you personally, Libra, being in your own sign. So I would say that this is going to signal, a nice new cycle of refreshed energy and forward momentum and progress for you. There's been so much that's been backward because Mars is in retrograde right now, and it is in the sign of Aries. That is transiting through your universal relationship house, Libra. So don't be surprised if you feel like you're kind of treading water, or just, kind of like 2 steps forward, 2 steps back. And that's kind of the energy that we're all in. But where you're feeling it partly is around your personal relationships of all kinds, whether they're romantic, friends, family, coworkers, etc. It's all in that area. We do have a Mercury retrograde starting this month on, I was looking at my notes, Tuesday, October 13th, and that lasts until November 2nd. This particular Mercury retrograde will start in the sign of Scorpio, retrograde back into Libra, and then go direct in your sign of Libra. Venus, your ruling planet, that's a big one this month, Libra. It is going to be going into the sign of Virgo after its tour in Leo on October 2nd. So you will definitely be feeling this, and I'm going to tell you right away that Libra, this month ahead, at least from the 2nd to the 27th, that is when Venus will be moving into your sign. But most of this month, Venus is going to be in Virgo. And so that means it's in your universal 12th house, Libra. The 12th house is the Pisces house, and it's very sensitive, very intuitive, perceptive, dreamy, imaginative. So I would say that when it comes to your love life, relationship life, you are going to be much more sensitive, much more, touchy to things that people might say that you don't like. And even more, it's like it's even if it's something that normally wouldn't bother you, it might bother you around this time because you're just going to be more socially sensitive. So it's a good time this month, Libra. Mostly spend time with people that are gentle on you, that aren't going to be harsh. And if you go through some harsh experiences, try to balance it out with some time spent with people that are kind or compassionate, or just give yourself, that downtime so that you can really reflect, refocus, regroup, get in that warm bathtub and just let the tears flow if you need to. Let those feelings out. You'll feel a lot better. And by the end of the month, yes, Venus does move into Libra in your own sign, and it gets us going in a much better direction for you. So let's go into the cards now. Let's see what we've got for our Libras. I'm going to can't talk. I'm going to start out with some Oracle and a Major Arcana card from the Tarot to get your basic overall energies and influences. And then we're going to do a full Celtic Cross tarot spread with 2 tarot decks for you. So dear angels, divine beings of light, guardians, ancestors, helpers, and healers, please be with the Sun, Moon, Venus, and rising sign of Libra as we do their October 2020 reading. Please protect their energy as well as mine, and bring through clear, accurate messages for their highest good. Thank you so much. There it is. Nice energy here, Libra. So very positive for the Sun moving through your sign. There is the Empress card embodying your personal energy this month. She is a Venus energy. She rules Libra and Taurus. So very, very strong there for you. I love to see that coming out, because to me, this feels like you stepping into that creative energy, creative space. That's actually a really good thing to work through some of those more sensitive emotions that you'll have while Venus moves through that Pisces house for you. But it does make you more creative, more open to, the imagination and dreams and ideas. So Libra, if you can channel some of those, stronger, more intense, sensitive emotions into something creative, that will be very cathartic for you, and it's also going to be very productive as well. That Empress is definitely that Mother Earth, kind of creative, fertile energy. So always a good time to work through some creative projects there. So let's get into a Soul's Journey card. Let's see what comes up as your main focus this month. What are you working through and looking at? Ooh, Libra, I love the colors of this card, and your keyword is perseverance. I know that I can do whatever I set my mind to. So Libra, set your intentions. Don't give up. If something is difficult or challenging, continue on the path. Take it one day at a time, but stay dedicated to it. That's very, very strong. And to me, the Empress energy is a strong energy, right? It's that very, very high-minded, divine, feminine goddess energy. So it's very formidable. Let's get into a crystal or gemstone that are good for you to work with, and what chakra is coming up to be healed or balanced. Oh, I like it. The green aventurine is coming up for you, Libra. This is a heart chakra stone. It's very, very good for healing the heart, balancing the heart chakra, and it opens you up to new opportunities in a current relationship, future relationship, dynamics between you and really anybody, whether it's friends, family, coworkers, etc., which are all your realm, Libra. So green aventurine is a pretty easy stone to get a hold of. It's not a hard one to find, so definitely I would recommend getting a piece of that and wearing it, using it, meditating with it, etc. So let's get into your spirit animal cards. Let's see which animal guide is coming through for you this month, Libra? Oh, I like it. Ah, hummingbird is coming up here with miracles. You are the joy bringer. You bless the world with positivity and love. Energy soars on your shining wings. Spread the miracle of happiness. So, you know, Libra, to me, this along with the perseverance, the temperance, the heart chakra, it's so funny because right now, you know, we're getting into the autumn, and I do keep feeders. I love birds, and so I have, you know, all kinds of feeders, and I have a hummingbird feeder out there. And those little guys, it's like this is around the time that before long they'll migrate because they can't stick around when it gets too cold up here. But they are so like feisty, and they just persevere and continuing to get that you know, water the sugar from the feeder. They're just very, very tough, even though they're so little, and honestly very cute to watch. They're really funny. They bring a lot of smiles to me, a lot of laughs. So this is also, to me, it's a very strong connection, long connection with love, with positivity, with radiance, with joy. But they're also just so fearless. They're just fearless and feisty. And so that to me is also, it's like Libra, you are very much that way. Like you can be very tough, even though you're very aesthetic and very into, you know, that more beautiful side of life as well. So let's get into your tarot here. Let's go ahead and dig in. I am using the Halloween tarot in honor of autumn and October and Halloween coming. And we also will be clarifying with the Green Witch Tarot. So let's go ahead and see what your story is going to play out as, Libra, for this month of October. Take what resonates and leave the rest as always. Alright, what have we got for Libra, please? This card has been coming up at the center for a lot of signs. I'm going to tell you this already. I think there's a lot going on in this realm of decision making. So King of Swords right at the center. This is your primary focus right now, Libra. This is your primary energy. So to me, you know, this gets into your own energy. It's Aquarius, Libra, Gemini energy. It's the air element. And, you know, this is the great strategist. This is the logician, right? You know, the one that uses the intellect, the one that really seeks to make good decisions, you know, very clear-headed, knows what's good for them and what's not good for them, and isn't, you know, doesn't have a hard time cutting things out that are no longer suiting their purpose. So very strong card there to start with, Libra. Let's get a clarifier for this King of Swords, King of Bats in the Halloween tarot. Ace of Wands. Ooh, so Libra stepping up. And you know, very interesting. There was another sign, I think it might have been Virgo, that had a very similar energy. Maybe Virgo or Leo, I can't remember which one it was, but it was definitely very strong between this, you know, King of Wands, not King of Wands, but there was the King of Wands, but it was the King of Swords with the King of Wands. You're getting the King of Swords with the Ace of Wands. So to me, this is about passion, new beginnings, having fresh, renewed enthusiasm for things, especially if you've been feeling kind of down, feeling like you've been, you know, really working hard. This in the immediate past with the Seven of Wands, to me, this is very much like that feisty, you know, slightly defensive, like really having to, you know, stand your territory and really, like, you know, fight for what's yours. Could be sometimes feeling very attacked, and sometimes not always knowing, you know, which battles are the best to fight. But this is all about maintaining your vision too. See, he's like, you know, pointing like, this is where we're going. Let's not stay down here. You know, let's keep going on the path. So, you know, Libra, that's the thing. I would say choose your battles wisely, but ultimately Like, you're just really not willing to put up with a lot of, you know, people's BS or their funny business or whatever they're doing. It's like, no, I want to go to a higher vibration, and that's definitely coming through in the center. Yep, Seven of Pentacles. So it's, yeah, I mean, a lot of it does. 7 and 7. So to me, that's growth, that's movement, that's being on the journey, right? Towards greater awareness and a greater place. But having to kind of be patient with it. There's definitely that patient energy. So Libra, one day at a time, one day at a time. But right now, I feel like you're having these breakthroughs. It's like, I know what I want now. I see the, you know, I see the path. I see what it is that I want to, you know, plant my seeds in. I want to, you know, make sure that this comes to fruition. Seven of Pentacles is all about, you know, having things grow from the investment that you've put into it. So going into the immediate future, we do have that Knight of Pentacles, Knight of Pumpkins there, but this is our slow and steady wins the race Knight of the Earth element, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. So to me, yet again, you know, a lot of people are having this come up. It's not just you, Libra. A lot of these readings are really very much about, you know, wanting to take action, but knowing there needs to be a very practical, logical plan put into play. And it's also being patient. It really is, because right now Mars is square to Saturn. And while they're doing that little square dance, guys, Mars is our go, go, go action taking planet. And then Saturn is all about, hold on, got a plan, slow it down a little, guys. So it's very much this thing where there's this back and forth. And that's why so many people are feeling the frustration of, oh, I want to go forward, but I feel like I can't. Or if I do, it's happening more slowly than I wanted it to. And this energy will be with us until the first week of March next year. So, you know, that's why this is something that can't just be, you know, rushed through or pushed through. But Libra, you know, I feel like you're making progress. Even if you don't feel like you are, I feel like you are. You know, so that's definitely the energy behind it. Even if you're going, oh, it's taking so long. To me, you know, even a little bit of progress is still progress, right? Especially when you're having a lot of challenge coming up around it. But that Knight of Pentacles is really don't give up, right? Because look, we've got this Hanged Man. And there it is. There's that limbo feeling that's sort of like, I'm not completely done with one old process and the new one hasn't come full circle yet. So it's almost like, let go and let spirit drive this bus here. You know, this is really about letting the divine plan play out while also, you know, doing something one day at a time, even if it's slow progress, because it will add up. It will be important. You're feeling a little bit of inner conflict here, Libra, with this Five of Wands. You know, in the subconscious, what you're focused on, you are feeling that friction. You are feeling a little bit of that tussle inside. It's not like a big crash, bang, boom fight, but it's definitely a feeling of tension, a little feeling of friction going on here. It could be just within yourself, because this is in the subconscious, or you're feeling some frustration with, you know, a job, with a partner, with something external that you're just like, oh my God, I just want things to run smooth. Yep, and you're gonna make the decision to have them run smoothly. There's a, ooh, with the Six of Swords coming up on here. So you're getting on your phone, you're calling the little water Uber, the little water Lyft, and you're saying, hey, I need a ride. I need a ride away from the drama, away from the conflict, confusion, and difficulties, right? You don't want any more of that mental hamster wheel going on. You don't want conflict with other people. That's something that you're really focused on rising above right now. Message from Spirit crowning the spread, Libra, is the Lover's card. Gemini energy on this. Definitely, to me, your own energy, because we know Libra is all about the partnerships. And this card really does give me a laugh, because, you know, like, there we got, you know, little Mr. Vampire's, you know, busting through her window. She's just like, are you kidding me? I'm about to go to sleep. I was in the middle of reading my book, reading my love letters. And it's sort of like they've got to come in properly here. They've got to come in with a good offer here, Libra, because of course Libra wants a good partnership. Of course you want good friends, good love, good situations, but you want it to be right. And to me, that is very much what's coming in, is that Spirit recognizes how important that is to you, but also that you shouldn't, give up too much of who you are and your self-worth to have it. Because look at that center again, right? King of Swords with this Ace of Wands, to me, is somebody that's very passionate about their life, their plans, their intellectual pursuits, all the things that they have going on in life, and they're very excited to get some new things started. Ooh, but look at that Sun card. Yes, so Libra, only accept a love that brings you this positivity. The Sun is the most positive card in the tarot, so whenever that card comes out, I always feel very happy to see it because it blesses the rest of the spread. And to me, this is a blessing on love. Absolutely. Oh, very, very nice. So let's get a little advice here, Libra, on maybe a suggested approach, what you should do with all of this, because this is some powerful stuff coming in. Definitely some patience, definitely steady as she goes. Don't push the river, don't push the river, Libra. Let's see what we've got. Yep. Oh, I like that outcome. Okay, Libra, so suggested approach. Look at this, Ten of Swords. To me, this is letting an old difficult cycle of worries, anxieties, doubts, and fears come full circle and let it go as much as possible. This is really also saying, you've kind of been through this ringer with people that haven't been right to you, maybe situations that have really left you feeling betrayed or stabbed in the back. But overall, it's just in having the resulting, anxiety, fears, depression, doubts, etc. So this is like, let this go, let this come full circle, Libra. You have a lot of exciting things on the horizon, so it's time to wrap up those old painful cycles. And look at that with our little Page of Swords. And I gotta say, I love the artwork on that with the little owl and the full moon. It's just really beautiful. And so there she is, doing her little full moon ritual with the moon rising. And so, our little Page of Swords is an immature energy many times. It's a youthful energy. It could have been, another air sign or somebody more immature than you that's put you in this position of feeling really let down or disappointed or feeling like, oh, I've got to let that go. But I would also say that the Page of Swords can bring in new information, new communication. So if this is something where you're talking to someone new or thinking about something new, this could also help you in that process to letting go of those old pains and wounds. So what you need to know is, here is this Knight of Wands charging on in on that fire horse. Sagittarius energy. This can be, if this relates to a relationship, it can be somebody coming in full speed ahead, charging on in, very brash, very bold, very, and it's kind of like, do you want to accept this or not, right? Sometimes if you want to relate it to yourself personally, this can also be your own energy. Like I said, a lot of us are feeling like, can we just hurry it up? Because this energy is a little bit slow. It's kind of like molasses in January. You got to, slog through it. It's not the quickest. And so this could be just that feeling of impatience that you may be personally having, because a lot of us are feeling that right now. So read that and take that as it resonates to your particular situation there, Libra. Yep, and there's your own energy. Ooh, so Libra, look at this. Standing Stone, that's the Justice card and the Major Arcana. So this is your energy. That's our Libra card. So, you may be feeling kind of like, when am I going to get my justice? When are things going to be fair for me? When are things going to be balanced or evened out or come back into harmony? That can be very much it. Or there's somebody coming into your life very fast and furious, really wanting things back together with you, wanting that balance, wanting that partnership, and you've just gotta maybe give a little time, give it a little patience, see it out, see how you feel it out. Because look at that hopes and fears card. We've got our 10 of Ghosts, which is the same as the 10 of Cups. So Libra, really what you're hoping and angling for is this happy outcome. It is this happy sort of union, feeling of togetherness, feeling of bliss, joy, romantic happiness. But you're kind of like, is that going to happen? Or am I just going to keep going through this frustration here? So let's see what clarifies this 10 of Cups, please. Knight of Pentacles coming up again. So Libra, slow and steady wins the race. Don't be in a rush. If somebody's coming into your life like that Knight of Fire, that Knight of Wands, don't let them rush you if you don't feel like being rushed, because here comes this Knight of Pentacles again for you. Second time this has come through. So I always pay attention to those ones that come through twice. And that is a very strong, slow but steady wins the race. See, there they are, coming in with the flowers, coming in proper, right? You know, it has to be with a real plan, for success for the long term. It can't just be like, oh, we'll just wait and see what happens. It's like, no, we need to have an actual plan to make something happen. So outcome card, 6 of Cups, 6 of Ghosts. This is a beautiful card of reconciliation, nostalgia, sentiment, all of that coming through, Libra. So this could be somebody, you know, really wanting to reconcile with you in a very strong way. You or them or both having good memories about the past. This also is a card that deals with memories of, you know, childhood or home, family, etc. Anything that was good in your past that, you know, you would like to expand on and grow and make more of that happen in the future. And look at that. We've got our little Page of Wands. So for a few of my Libra, some of y'all out there, this could relate, you know, to a child or child energy in your life, because this again is a very youthful card. But to me, this Page of Wands is the Aries energy. It's like the burst of spring. It's that fresh new beginning, fresh new cycle. So for some of my Libras out there, you may be beginning a whole fresh new cycle with somebody from your past. It's like they come in and it's like, oh wow, we could have this whole new future. So this is a strong reading. On the bottom of the Halloween deck, we've got the Ace of Swords, same as the Ace of Bats there. So a lot of victory, a lot of success, mental clarity, and we have the Moon on the bottom there. Partly I think this relates to our 2 full moons of October, and partly this relates to you getting some clarity, getting some, you know, understanding around an issue or a situation that has been really emotionally confusing for a while. So let's get a Halloween Oracle card on this for your overall affirmation. Oh, look at that. The Joy card is coming out. So Libra, I feel that this is actually, this has the potential to be quite a beautiful month. There are definitely some things that are clearing, just like for all of us. There's always little challenges we're going through, but there's so much good here too. You had the Sun, the 6 of Swords, Knight of Pentacles, Justice coming through, the Lovers, the 6 of Cups. There's some beautiful cards, and I love how, to me, this Joy card relates to your hummingbird, because the hummingbird is about joy and happiness. So rejoicing in the present, staying in the moment, Libra. Very, very strong reading. I love it. And I hope you guys have a super happy birthday. And also I wanted to mention, every Friday I do a live stream called Fire Dragon Friday. And it is all about love and romance readings. Friday is the Venus ruled day, so that's always why I do those on a Friday. And I start those every Friday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And if you're not able to make the live stream, those are always posted up after the live stream is done, so you can always go back and watch it later. But we do have a really, really fun time. So if you're ever able to join us, we'd love to have you. And I hope you have an amazing October. I will talk to y'all very soon. Take care.